the transatlantic slavery. People think that the people that were taken to the Caribbean were mostly Ashantis. No, it was actually the Ashantis that were capturing people. They were capturing people from the north of Ghana. Other places. So
it's like the slavers are trying to get reparations, our reparations.
Yes, because the enslavers and the sellers, they want to be the victims because they're trying to make it look like somebody did something wrong to them. Fam, we shutting the scams down today because your ass gonna have to pay.
So that's what it's like. The slavers are trying to get our reparations. That's crazy work because it has happened before. It literally happened before. European slavers got it and freaking white Americans got it. And here we go again. You know what I'm saying?
To an officer like a slave market. He explains the history of the slave market.
This is the Senegal slave market. The Senegal slave trade started in the 17th century, to be precise, 1732. Slaves here are brought from Upper East, Upper West, and then the surrounding villages, led by the slave agents, the slave agent who were the Hausa and then the Zabarma people. One thing about the Senegal slave market is that the Europeans have never been here. It's only when they get to Cape Coast, then they are sold to the Europeans. When the slaves are get to the Cape Coast, then they are sold to the Europeans. So they just the slave agent who were the Hausa and then the Zabarma. And this is the origin of most of African slaves. This is the origin of most of the African slaves. So from here that they are taken to Cape Coast and then other slave other places before they are.
Stop, family. Let me tell you what he's saying. Because I know y'all hear the hyenas running around in the back, okay? Let me tell you what he's saying. He's saying that they done set up shop in Africa was really the plug. Fam, can we go there? Africa, in particular Ghana, y'all was the plug. Fam, there ain't no transatlantic slave trade without them selling everybody, meeting those quotas. Do you know what it is to meet a damn quota? You know what happens, fam? When they need to meet a quota, then they just start snatching up innocent people. Yes, first off, everybody's innocent in the situation of getting sold. Second off, that's when they started grabbing people next to them. Yes, okay? It's like a police officer. Towards the end of the month, that cop got to write just as many speeding tickets as possible. He ain't got none, so now he's just pulling over anybody. That's what they started doing, fam. They just started grabbing everybody off the damn street. And this is how it started. It started off with so-and-so. Let's go there, because we about to rock. Remember how they always tell us, y'all? They say, we were selling each other, but it was the other tribe. It started off as the other tribe, which you shouldn't have been doing in the first place. Because ain't the Europeaner another tribe? It's funny how the other tribe that looks like you is different than the Europeaner who's from another tribe that doesn't look like you. And just like always, you're sided with the person that don't look like you. But you want to come over here and talk about Black Americans. We all looking like, brother. Yeah, looking like anybody ain't how foundational Black Americans do business. Foundational Black Americans, we hold the line on our own. We ain't running around here trying to say we all friends because we got a little bit of melanin and you don't look like us either. But what they started to do, fam, after they couldn't match those quotas, then they said, Auntie gotta go. Uncle gotta go. Cousin, get your ass over here. Niece, get your ass over here. They started to tether cannibalize each other, fam. That's what they did. Always started off with the other tribe. But then when they needed that damn quota, they started saying, well, shit, let's get everybody. Anybody can get it. Anybody. And by the way, family, this is all post them doing the same exact thing with the Arab. Oh, yeah, because remember, the Arabic slave trade started about 612, 640 AD. And it all started when the Arabic people came through the Sinai Peninsula, which is around where Syria is. And they walked it all the way through there. They walked it all the way through the Golan Heights, actually. Sinai Peninsula is more Egypt. The Golan Heights is more Syria. They walked right through there, took 1, took 2, took 3, took 4, went all the way across, dominated, sold everybody, voila. And a lot of people also don't know is that when the white man came down from Europe, he encountered the Arab. And the Arab and the African, they were both in cahoots. Who do you think taught the white man how to sell slaves? It was the Arab and the African because they already had a slave exchange for a few hundred years. So fam, by the time the transatlantic slave trade even started, this had already been years after the Arabic slave trade was going on. And the Arabic slave trade, as I told you, started around 612 to 640 AD. Fam, that stuff's going on all the way till 9:18 East Coast time, March 27th. Oh, damn, that's right now. So you mean to tell me the Arabic slave trade went from the 600s all the way to 6 seconds ago? And then the transatlantic slave trade came, and you were selling out your whole family, grabbing them, and you want to come over here and then tell black Americans how we all, black brother, we all need to get along? Your ass needs to start cutting some checks. And when foundational black Americans highlight and put your ass on that Summer Jam screen, because remember, y'all, the Summer Jam screen don't lie. As a matter of fact, when I tell people the Summer Jam screen don't lie, y'all go ask Mr. Smalls. He'll tell you exactly that the Summer Jam screen don't lie. He thought he wasn't going to get seen, did he? He's like, I just clap up here. They won't know that it's me. Nah, we know it's you, homie. The Summer Jam screen
We
don't
see
lie.
you.
So now with foundational black Americans really push the issue, because we ain't never pushed the issue, y'all. We never really pushed the issue with Africans selling other Africans. We never pushed the issue with Africans owing people a reparation. That's what it is with the regulated style. And the regulated style right now is winning at an all-time high. Cleveland, I see you. Fam, this is what we talk about when we talk that real talk. Here we go right now. Hold on. Whoa. Let me even get a step further before we rock all the way live, y'all. Y'all watch how the sister breaks down. Them Africans will sell it Africans.
It sounds outlandish. It really does sound outlandish, right? But we've been here before, right? This is like, we've been here before. White people got reparations, okay, for their quote-unquote loss off us. We still ain't gotten it. So now here comes Ghana, right? And I don't have anything against anybody in Ghana, absolutely not. But this is just history, okay? This is just history. No shade, okay? But here's the president of Ghana. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Mahama. I think that's his name. But his ethnic group is, let me look, Gonja, right? Gonja ethnic group.
Stop. Freeze. All fam, the receipts is about to get laid out on the table today. I'm gonna tell you right now, watch the receipts on the table, fam, and tell me, are these people ready for the drama? Do they really want the smoke? No, they don't.
That's what the internet says, okay? Now, there's a history, so I'm gonna read it. The Gonja ethnic group participated significantly in the slave trade, primarily as traders and intermediaries who controlled the key markets in northern Ghana. Their involvement was driven by both internal economic structures and external pressures from the Asante Empire. Now, on my other videos, I'm talking about how the bigger empires would conquer the smaller empires, and then they would they would basically be subjects of that bigger empire, absorbed into it. And so the Ashanti made them go and raid other smaller villages for Africans to enslave. The Gonja state's economy depended heavily on the trade of slaves and cola nuts. Market control. The town of Salaga, located in the East Gonja district, became one of the most important slave markets in West Africa during the 18th and 19th century. That is the 1700s and the 1800s.
Oh, we got receipts on y'all. Oh, you gonna act like you ain't play no role in none of this? You gonna act like you don't owe some fam. The person who owes the reparations can't take claim for reparations. You better go ahead and get your mind right, Mr. Fufu. Oh, they thought we didn't have receipts. They about to find out the hard way.
It served as a hub where enslaved people were bought and then transported either south to the coast for the transatlantic trade or north along the trans-Saharan route. So the Salaga market, which is still standing, okay, this is where the African traders would park them, right? the Gonja people and others that were captured, right? And then they would make the enslaved walk with chains on their necks and feet, everything, all the way to the coast so they could sell them to Europeans.
Whoa, wait, fam. Did he mention any of this at the UN? Fam, hold up, my brothers and sisters.
No, he did not.
Did y'all hear any of this at the UN? I didn't hear none of this.
Family, like, if you like the video, share and subscribe, and go over to YouTube, Codes This Dude. Love y'all. Bye.